Abhishek is saying, yes, hitting stop loss happened with me. Yes. Harvinder is saying many times. Aniket is saying, how do we know that a buy order or a sell order visible in order flow chart is a fresh position or closing an existing position? No, I did not understand you. Aniket, you will have to slightly elaborate the question because I don't think I understood it completely. Amit is saying in a way W and M pattern. Well, absolutely not. It's not a W and M pattern. I I drew it that way to make it obvious. All right, but it does not have to be W or M pattern. All right. Abhiraj is saying, but sir, there will always be limit sellers for aggressive buyers above high. Now the market had come down. We can say that that is what I said. It more often than not, it is based on follow through. If you want to uh, predict the market's not going to happen. All right. But now you tell me, see, my point is this. Many times, you want to know whether this is at the top or not. All the traders want to know this. Is this a top or not? Dean, you said here smart money entered with limit sell orders. So can we say that this is a top? Why do you want to know whether this is a top or not? I don't want to know that. What I will do, I'll just patiently wait. Okay, this has happened. Good. Market is breaking down below VWAP. It is entering the sell zone. Now is my time for action. I will take a conservative trade here. I will see market broke below the VWAP, tried to go above, failed again. You can come down, look at this pattern that we just saw yesterday, I believe. Sudden jump in delta, cumulative delta, or even this one. So somewhere in this vicinity, you were quite confident that sellers were entering the markets. You could have sold here. Let's say in the vicinity of 675. And then you see markets going lower. You have this reference. You see first sign of support coming here. You expect limit buying is happening. And then you monitor very closely. Once it breaks down, you see some kind of stop hunt and limit buying happening. You exit here. So this is your entry and this is your exit. All based on clear logical interpretation of the market. No hurry to rush into buy or sell trades. No strict levels to monitor. Around 450 you cover. This much of price you are able to cover using this technique. What more do you want? It is not going to be clear ever in the markets. Please understand. There are traders who I could have sold this concept to you like a certainty. I could have used the best of the sales speeches here. I could have made it a complete certainty in your mind that if this kind of thing happens, you are going to get great short trades in the market. Then you would go and try it in the market. It will work once or twice, then it will start failing. And then you will come to me, Dean, this is not working. Then what I'll do, I'll just point out some trivial detail on the chart. Oh, you did not pay attention to this. Oh, this does not mean that. This means that the buyers are entering. And then you will get confused. You will try some more time. Maybe ask me one more time the question. Again, I will give you some trivial details. And then you will leave that particular pattern. Move on with your search for the best trading indicator. Whereas I have given you, sold you a dream, stripped you of your hard earned money. And in the end, you have nothing concrete in your hand. I don't want to make you believe that predicting the market is possible, that trading is about certainty, that there are fixed patterns that always recur in trading. I will never do that because I know trading is not like that. It is never clear, it is never certain, it is absolutely confusing, filled with uncertainty. But if you know what to observe, if you know what you're observing and what it means, and if you are ready to be patient in the markets, you will find great trades. Absolutely amazing trades coming to you. You don't have to go to them. They will come to you. You have faith in the process, learn to monitor the context, and then apply these advanced techniques so that you can find good entry and exit points. And mind you, these are really advanced techniques. Understanding them is one thing, being able to apply them in the markets in real time, it takes another level of commitment and execution and practice. And I believe if you apply yourself consistently, if you try to find these situations, these behaviors occurring in the market, you will become good at it and you will be able to take positions. Nilesh is saying, in order flow chart, what are those horizontal brown and gray boxes below order flow candle? Which one are you talking about? These ones or these ones? This is VWAP. This is VWAP standard deviation, these blue boxes. Or if you are asking about these, then this is delta indicator. We discussed about this when we were looking at settings on order flow chart. Navin is saying, what's the purpose of the marked dark red in order flow? Know that it is 3 times. What are you asking about this? Well, those are stack sellers. We will go and look at that. Obviously, that will be doing tomorrow. But that is just imbalance. Like this imbalance continued for 5, 6, 7 boxes continuously. It indicates that the sellers dominated this region completely. That does not mean that they were smart traders, all right? Navin is saying, what's the purpose of... Okay, I just discussed that. Sanjay sir is saying, okay. Okay. Sanjay sir already took this trade. So that is very good to hear. Navin is saying, we can't take a trade as soon as VWAP crosses because it's a high risk when it's test. Can we take a trade? Yes, but when is VWAP crossing is also an important question, Naveen. Right? Like in this case, right? You had a lot of a background, okay, which told you that sellers were getting the better of buyers, and when it breaks and then pulls back, you could have immediately shorted here. So you can take good trades just after crossing of VWAP if you have nailed the context that just happened beforehand. Okay, then it is possible. But that is all right. If you, even after a high confidence trade, if it breaks and you get a pullback or a test, that is again a very safe way to enter. Jitendra is saying, sir, when IAB happens, smart money sets aside, market falls because of small traders. No, SM is not involved. And we see aggressive sell orders. Yes. When it nears reference like today's case, yesterday's VWAP, how can we read if the selling is not because of another smart money against the smart money who is doing IAB? Because number is big in sellers column, absolutely. Today both SM involved in high and low got confused the second part nearing yesterday's VWAP. One doubt, couldn't describe in brief, sir. See, obviously there will be aggressive selling when market approaches a support. So you see, when market was approaching this support, there was aggressive selling, there was big selling. All right. Now you are wondering whether this is smart money selling or this is amateur money selling. All right. Now that will be clear by a few things. One is, like, you look at this side. Okay. You are seeing that no aggressive buying is happening yet. All selling is happening. And despite this heavy selling, what is the kind of progress you are making? Okay. So here we saw some heavy selling. Here we saw some stack sellers. Prices nicely broke down. From this point, they went lower, again went lower. But from this point, they just went this much. And then they never came below this low again. So one bar of pause is all right, like this one. But then immediately on the next bar, we should have gone down and broken this low. That did not happen, a warning sign. right? You can also see this cumulative delta. There were big candles, then suddenly it went flat and then it became blue. That means buyers entered. So follow through is probably the best indicator of telling you what is happening. Ashish is saying if price crosses above or below a reference, we are trying to see. Yeah. So does the gradient matter? Darker the color, better the. Actually, it's opposite on Bell TPO. Lighter the color, the stronger the buyer. But in case of imbalance chart, you need to see red. Like you need to see this kind of stacked selling or this kind of big numbers. Yeah, brown and gray boxes, that is VWAP, Nilesh. This is VWAP. This brown is VWAP and these gray boxes are first standard deviation from the VWAP, which basically is of no use, but VWAP is important. Abhiraj is saying, could you please help with such examples in live market? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, we will do that. That is why we have those 6 months of membership, right? And 2 live sessions every week. So for the same reason, to see all these concepts happening. And I want you guys to do your analysis on the rest of the trading days and bring me examples, all right? Don't just wait for me to show you things. Try to find them on your own. Maybe it might be wrong. I don't care. You also don't care about that. Just try to apply these concepts the best you can. And whenever you have any doubts, wherever you get stuck, you bring me that. All right? See, there are so many participants in this intensive. All right? I'm not sure, but I believe the number is 80 plus. Most of them are not able to join during live sessions, but they are all watching the videos in replay. All right? Now, one man trying to find examples and showing you as against 80 plus people monitoring different instruments, coming across different chart situations, applying these principles to their best ability, getting stuck and bringing me the problems. You only imagine which one will lead to better, learning or understanding opportunities. So I am going to do my best, but if you guys also contribute with questions, with charts, with doubts, with concepts applied, I think the learning will be much faster. Ashay is saying imbalance chart also has gradients. Yes, but they are not very clearly visible, but they have. Sanjay sir is saying today's Nifty and Bank Nifty bottom is have for reference of. I think it was yesterday's VWAP, sir. I think we broke below yesterday's HVN. Nilesh is saying VWAP of order flow and VSA chart will be different, I suppose. Slightly. I think VSA VWAP should be better. But I believe that this also should match. Let us check. So this is 32588. Same. They are not different. They are same. In the meanwhile, Raju is saying, can we confirm with change in OI in option chain today? I took a trade confirming with OI and VWAP OI high at resistance. See, I don't mind you using open interest. It can be useful. But I have stopped looking at it in real time. It can help. And if you have a way of analyzing that, please go ahead with that. No problem with that. Acha, to take a trade. No. You could have taken an intraday trade. Okay, this is not a very big reversal as such. On the higher time frame, obviously, I am not ready to sell yet. Okay. Here you can see on both indices, it is not a very, very confident sell as such. This could just be a pullback and we might move higher again tomorrow. But I am talking about intraday. Srinivas is saying, so it's always better to put stop loss far away and then change as per market's behavior. Well, it is much better if you could understand this market development in real time and manage your trades in real time. Like stop loss has to be a like an insurance, okay? it is not going to help you. Like like insurance will only help your family, right? You don't have any benefit from insurance. So stop loss is like insurance. If it is hit, then obviously like you are done. You have completely screwed up, messed up the trade. All right. You should understand that your trade is failing, or you have to reverse your trade, or you have to get out, or you don't understand the markets. All this should happen before it hits your stop loss. Arvind sir is saying, but sir, volumes are dropping, which isn't a good sign. Yeah, volumes are dropping when we are going higher, and it isn't a good sign. But this activity can go on longer than we we can kind of stay solvent with our shorts. I understand that it looks more and more like profit booking instead of fresh buying, but still. Phoenix is saying, Dean, you made this behavior and backside scenario easy to understand, but will take little more time to get this technique in nature. Yeah, and it will not be easy also. What I'm saying is, like, I gave you an example, you watch that example again and again, then go to the markets and try to find such examples. Try to keep an open mind and see if something I showed you is being reflected in the market, some similar kind of behavior. As soon as you spot it, you grab a screenshot, mark some annotations, and then send that chart to me on Telegram and ask me, Dean, whether this is the behavior that we discussed. In that scenario, you will have done your part, taken some effort, done some analysis, but I want you to send me charts with annotations. Okay, don't just send me written questions like, Dean, is this is absorption of supply? No, that means you are not putting in the effort. But if you put that effort, you draw the charts, you make annotations, it becomes easier for me to understand. You understand the situation better, and we can communicate very, very quickly and a very small amount of time and small amount of words, right? Yes, indices going up, but big drop in OI. It does look like profit booking. Sridhar is saying today was a double distribution day. But prices entered single print, so thought something has changed. Entered long on pullback, made 25 points on Nifty. Great. That is a great trade. Okay, that you are talking about this. Great. See, that is a completely logic based trade. And this is the kind of trade that I should say that I am proud of you are making. It does not matter how much money you made or whatever you did, but I am very, very sure that the trade, if you took this trade, Sridhar, based on the logic that you are telling me that you thought it was a double distribution day, trend day, but you saw single prints being erased, then you waited for a pullback and you bought. Can you tell everyone of us what was your anxiety level, if at all you are anxious while taking your trades? Does this kind of analysis at least in some way helped you to reduce the anxiety, where you very excited while taking the trade, or you were calm and collected? I would like to know. Arvind sir, indices are going up and stock prices down, in some cases more than 50%. Well, that is the magic of weightage. Weightage being given to certain stocks that are doing well, which keeps pushing the index higher. But at the same time, broader market is doing very, very poor, extremely poor, I mean. And that is why every, person who is somehow related to stock markets or business world is worried about Indian economy. And I mean, I don't want to be political here, but what people are fighting over is some amendment and all those things. And I at the end of the day, you have to work and win the bread for the family, right? If that is not going to happen, then everybody is going to come out on streets. Does not matter what religion or caste or creed or what section of the society they are. If they don't have work, they will come down on streets. Then it will not be easy for anyone to stop it. Venkatesh is saying, did you explain order book concept very, very well? Is that observed or explained by Jim Dalton? Jim Dalton does not use order flow. Sridhar has replied to my question. He's saying that I was quite confident, sir, because there was no follow through to the downside. See, that is the kind of trades I want you to take. This is how, okay, because there was no follow through to the downside, because the single prints were erased. After all this, okay, after all this, Sridhar goes into the markets and takes a long trade and makes 25 points. Whereas if you are just a price trader, what you are watching, oh my god, I missed the long trade. Oh my god, I missed again the bottom. Yesterday's VWAP provided support, I did not buy there. You don't have to worry about all that. Look at the principles, be calm, and you will get opportunities and you will make money. Yet you have to trust the process. So I'm very proud of you, Sridhar, for taking that trade. I don't know whether you are younger than me or older than me, but nonetheless, I'm very proud. Arvind sir is saying some leaders are torch bearers, but the soldiers are getting massacred, as always. As always. The king is safe and sound in his chariot, and the pawns are getting fed, basically, to the in the war. Jayachandra is saying, I am feeling good in taking trades as you analyzing the market. Okay, Sridhar is younger than me. Good. Because some of the members here, they are quite senior to me. And I did not know that. But then, as I said, asked people to join my Facebook group. There I could, understand that, okay, some people are senior to me. Some of you guys are quite young. So good, good. At 32, I was screwing up like anything, screwing up like nobody's business. I was absolutely horrible at trading. I was doing all possible stupid things one can do. So you are doing much better, okay, Sridhar. Just imagine in 8 years' time where you can reach, okay, if you keep at this kind of analysis. Arvind sir is saying I went long on Bank Nifty and after the initial correction counted 5 ways and booked around 32,760. So 5 ways to the upside. Acha, you were long beforehand. Okay. You were long beforehand. All right. Okay, now I understand. So you counted 5 ways from this bottom. That is around 32,000. And then 5 ways finished here and you got out. Good. I deliberately try not to count waves. Because for a major part of my trading career, I was following Elliott wave. And I have to work very hard to avoid counting waves. Because once I get into that habit, I forget everything. And it just becomes, I just get sucked into the game. Forget everything else and I just count waves. Srinivas is saying my observation has been when Bank Nifty fails to cross initial balance high by more than 50 points, certainly it would break much below IBL. The same happened today. Okay, Srinivas, this is a observation that you have made and you have found some success in that. I would not make a trade setup out of this. It's fine if it is just an observation. Because sooner than later, this pattern will stop working. And if you keep chasing that pattern, you will end up with a wrong thought process. All right. So I am not much worried about what your trading results are because they will eventually improve only. But if your thought process gets screwed up, then there is no saving you from losses and trouble. Okay. So, okay, I mean, you have observed that it worked. Great. There is no logic behind it. All right. But like if you are monitoring the early confidence and you have initial balance recs, but no subsequent recs, all those kinds of things. Like, let me see what happened on Bank Nifty today. See, we had initial balance recs, but no subsequent recs. C period did not extend the range. Nifty, on the other hand, did not even have initial balance recs. So there was exhaustion on Nifty. and Bank Nifty tried to show some strength but failed, and then we got this inventory adjustment break. All right, that has a logical explanation, can be replicated in any market. But what you are saying is more like a pattern. All right. So yeah, as long as it is just an observation, good, keep it with you, but don't forget to analyze the markets logically. Don't only rely on such patterns. All right.